So I want to start with the Brewers. I feel like this is maybe the Brewers prospect that you and I have talked about the most, right? Cooper Pratt, unexpected later round signing, way over slot. So he's been at low A. Current lines 233, 374, slugging just 337. So that's good for a 711 OPS with just one home run. 17% of the time, which is great. Striking out 25% of the time. Okay. So here's my question for you, man. Any concern on your end over like the lack of extra base hits for Cooper Pratt, a 19-year-old in low A, or fair to say he's just getting his feet wet?
Yeah, I'm not going to be overly concerned by anything. I don't think, like I said to Theo off air before we get to June, right? Whether it's a
Mhm.
team, whether it's a player, um, the weather by June 1st should be good. Not that Carolina's probably getting the late winter and stuff like that, but the other thing that I try to remember, and I don't know if it's even something that necessarily matters because it's not just hitters that face, but pitchers too, is getting rid of that one level um, a few years ago, Cooper
Mhm.
Pratt wouldn't be at low A right now if that still exists. Cooper Pratt probably would just be starting his season in a rookie league,
Mhm.
uh, and so the thing that I look at first is whenever I look at stats of minor league guys is typically their walk to strikeout ratio. And
Mhm.
so 29 strikeouts and 89 at bats, not super alarming, right? Especially in this day and age. But 18 walks gives you some idea that he has an idea what he's doing.
Mhm.
Uh, Only 6 extra base hits out of his 21, but again, that's on 21 hits. So he has a game where he hits a couple doubles, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, now slugging's gone up. Uh, I don't know how he's playing defensively. I haven't looked at even where he's necessarily playing defensively. But
Mhm.
if he takes a full year to figure out low A and then comes back next year at low A, I mean that's when I'd maybe start to watch. It's like, okay, if you've gotten a full season plus and still not getting it done,
Mhm.
maybe that's a time to be like, okay, what do we got here? But I'm certainly not getting alarmed before June 1st. I'm probably not even thinking about how his year's gone until the 4th of July, to be honest.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, I'm not overly alarmed by Cooper Pratt's slow start that hasn't involved a lot of power.
For sure. And I'm glad we started there because I think that's a good baseline, right, to set for the rest of the guys that we might talk about, especially in the lower levels where, like, I don't know if you agree with this, Jeremy, but I feel like the general level of expectation, but on prospects that are like of a high caliber, of which Cooper Pratt was one, even though he was drafted in kind of the mid rounds, um, the expectations, like some fans, but on prospects like that are completely unreasonable, right? Like exactly
100%.
what you said. Like if he's in low A for a whole year and he's starting to figure out by the end of the season, you would, I think, consider that a win if he remains healthy, starts to make gains in the areas that you want him to, right?
Yep, yep, for sure.